It is that time, since we really don't have any time to waste today specifically. And obviously, we've got some news that will follow along with a couple of teams right now uh, that we've got going on with a lot of stuff here. And actually, we have Friday night football, and we'll give you all of your fun facts that are attached to all the matchups and the juice boxes that are attached to them as well. Once again, everybody's back full weekend when it comes to Major League Soccer and the sprint for the last 2 weeks. So what we will do is we will go ahead. We really do need some kind of an intro music for this kind of stuff tonight. Friday night football in Toronto, BMO Field. Toronto FC and Inter Miami. We know the scenarios. Inter Miami cannot. If you're looking for playoffs with Atlanta United, Columbus needs 4 points or less, and Atlanta needs to win out. Inter Miami needs 3 points or less, and Atlanta United needs to win out to get into the postseason, either as the 6 or the 7 seed. So Toronto can actually act as a spoiler tonight, and they're a plus 108 in the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal. Your draw is basically a plus 300, and Inter Miami is a plus 206. So your fun facts attached to this one, and it is a normal kick, so it will be local television or national television north of the border, local television back to South Florida. Inter Miami's won their last 4 matches, and as we go this morning, once again, give me your predictions that are a part of this whole process as well. Give me your predictions, what your thoughts are. We'll talk about Atlanta and New England in depth toward the end of the show, and we'll get pushed. We will take all of our thoughts and lean them into that with all of the news and everything else. But yeah, literally Freestyle Friday, let her rip in the Twitch pitch. Inter Miami is won their last 4 against Toronto FC after the Reds won their first meeting 2-1. Hype train this morning. Thank y'all. 2-1 in November of 2020. Toronto's one of 2 teams, Cincinnati being the other, that Miami's defeated 4 times in MLS play. Toronto's 4-0 defeat to Orlando City September 17 was the 3rd straight match. It allowed 4 goals. The 4th team in Major League Soccer history to do so, first in Cincinnati last season. No team has allowed 4 goals in more than 3 straight matches in MLS history. And Badger, I can't believe I'm saying this, but here goes. Go Toronto, eh? Yes, Inter Miami earned its 3rd road win of the year on September 18, beating DC 3-2 at Audi Field. It was the 10th away win in the club's MLS history, with all 10 wins going by a 1-goal margin. So that is your fun facts with that one. Yeah, we're gonna go with Toronto there, just because on face value, it's difficult to win in Major League Soccer, so on the road. So let's go with Toronto and take the over. So why don't we look at the totals quickly when it comes to the over under 2.5 a minus 200. Yeah, no, plus 125 at 3.5, 4.5 a plus 275. Let's go there. So plus 275 are your 4s at a plus 218. I could go with the plus 218 with a 4, plus 4.5 at 275. So I'll go with that when it comes to the match in and of itself. All right, tomorrow, obviously it starts at 1:30 with New England and Atlanta. New England a plus 125, Atlanta's a plus 180. Your draw's a plus 284. This means with a 1:30 kick, or with a 1:30 scheduled kick, let's double check to make sure that it is no super hyper mega pregame show. It's the Unimas game. So Unimas 2 to NA, normal time, normal kick. So Unimas 2 to NA in English on Twitter, 1:38. So that means that Mike and Jason will be with you at 1 o'clock to start the pregame show. And they will be with you 92.9 The Game. And they'll do a full post-game show after. We'll see how full the post-game show is, but you will have a post-game show after. 1 o'clock will be the start of the pregame show from Foxborough with New England and Atlanta. We'll get into that one as we go here this morning. So next one on the board, Colorado and Dallas. Colorado at home, a plus 112. Your draw's a plus 277 here in the Weekend Whiparound patent pending trademark coming. And FC Dallas is a plus 209 on the board. So fun facts for this one. And this one is also a 2 to NA match. And they get the super hyper mega pregame show. So it's a 3:50 kick, 3:30 air on Unimas 2 to NA and English language on Twitter. FC Dallas defeated Colorado 3-1 at home on April 9th. Dallas is winless in 8 straight visits to Colorado, with the last win coming in October of 2014. Rapids have won their last 4 at home against Dallas, equaling their longest home win streak in the series from 02 to 03, including the playoffs. Rapids unbeaten in 7 straight at home, winning 4, drawing 3, winning the last 2 in a row. Rapids have won 2 7-match home unbeaten run. The Rapids have 2 7-match home unbeaten runs this season, with the only 2 home defeats of the year splitting the 2 streaks. FC Dallas has lost only 2 of its last 12, dating back to mid-July, winning 6 and drawing 4, going unbeaten in their last 4, winning 2, drawing 2. Only match in that streak which Dallas conceded more than 1 goal was a 4-0 loss at Nashville on August 21st, the club's last defeat. So in that one, let's go with the Prairie Dogs there at a plus 112. So we'll see what happens there. Charlotte and Philadelphia could be interesting. We'll go ahead and do fun facts here. This one's at 5:30. And Charlotte and Philly, let's double check to make sure that this one has the normal pregame, or if it's a super hyper mega pregame show. Normal kick, 5:38, Bank of America, local TV for both. And in addition to the T-shirts that are being given to the first 25,000 fans because of the anticipation of what Ian is still doing and will be churning at that particular time tomorrow afternoon, it looks like they're going to be giving out 25,000 rain ponchos as well. Very good, very slick move there by Charlotte, pardon the pun. And it looks like also Christian Latanzio is going to be signing a 3-year deal to be the instead of interim. They're going to remove the tag, and he will be full-time head coach at Charlotte FC. Union defeated Charlotte 2-0 at home on April 2nd in the first meeting between the two, and Union have won their last 5 matches against the expansion sides after winning just 4 of the first 15 meetings with MLS newcomers from 2011 to 2018, drawing 5 and losing 6. Charlotte's won consecutive matches for the 3rd time in the club's expansion season, lost following each of its first 2 win streaks, including a 2-0 defeat to the Union on April 2nd after the first 2 wins in franchise history. Union's 5-match win streak ended with the scoreless draw here in Atlanta back on the 17th. Philadelphia's won 11 of their last 14, outscoring opponents 46-9, which is insane. Plus 37 goal difference is the largest in a 14-match span in single season in MLS history. I think that Ian's going to be wreaking havoc with this game. I'll go draw. I think it'll be a well-earned. I think it'll be a sloppy, nasty, slip-and-slide version of a soccer match at 5:30. So we'll go draw there. 7:30, 3 matches. CF Montreal's a minus 217 going up against DC United. Your draw's a plus 380. DC United's a plus 505. Got to go with CF Montreal here. Crew and Red Bulls. This one will be interesting. Crew at a plus 125. Your draw's a plus 231. Red Bulls are a plus 219. So once again, let's double check to make sure that this is a normal broadcast. And it appears that it is. It is. Lower.com field, local cable on both ends, Bally Sports Ohio and MSG. Red Bulls ended a 9-match winless run at Columbus, drawing 3 and losing 6, including the playoffs, last season with a 2-1 victory at Lower.com back last October. New York recorded consecutive wins at Columbus just once since the start of the 03 season, winning in April 2012 and May of 2013. Santi Moreno's 95th minute winner goal for the Timbers to draw against the Crew on September 18 were the 8th and 9th points Columbus has dropped 90th minute or later this season. 4 wins to draws, 1 draw to a loss, most in single season in MLS history. Red Bulls lost their last 2. Last match, a 2-0 defeat to NYC on September 17. New York has not lost consecutive matches all season, something they've managed twice before in doing so in the 2011 and 2018 seasons. No Cucho, so I'm going to go with Red Bulls here. So we'll go with Red Bulls in this one once again to help out Atlanta United as well. So we'll go with we will go with Red Bulls. Cucho Hernandez suspended for offensive language for the match against Red Bulls on October 1st. Charlotte will be without Christian Fuchs, by the way, for this match and the one October 5th in the midweek against Columbus. Lawless Abubakar suspended for yellow card accumulation. He will not be a part for Colorado and Dallas. Paul Arriola suspended for his red card last time out for violent conduct, so he will not be in the match against Colorado. Drew Yearwood second caution kicking the ball into the stands. He got his 2 matches, so he will not be available for this one, nor the one against Charlotte. Georgi Mihailovic suspended for yellow card accumulation. Kellen Rowe suspended for a red card dogso, so he will not be active on Sunday. Lucas McNaughton for yellow card accumulation will not be available tonight for Toronto FC. So getting into the other matches, since we picked Red Bulls, and with probably Crew will give up another late goal to make that happen. FC Cincinnati, Chicago Fire. FC Cincinnati at TQL is a minus 156. Your draw is a plus 332. Chicago Fire are a plus 355. Let's double check to make sure that this match, once again, does not get the super hyper mega pregame show with the activity that can happen sometimes. So checking quickly. Of course, when you click on the wrong match, then you're going to get the wrong information. So Cincinnati, Chicago, normal pregame show. Local TV back to both. FC Cincinnati won 2-1 in Chicago May 14. Third win in 7 with the Fire. 2 draws, 2 losses, with all 3 wins coming on the road. In fact, only one of the 7 MLS meetings has been won by the home side, 3-0 by the Fire at home in August of 2020. FC Cincinnati's 1-1 draw with Seattle. Tuesday, 11th straight match avoiding defeat, winning 4, drawing 7, the longest streak of the MLS this season. Cincinnati's also won their last 2 home matches. First set of consecutive home wins in the club's MLS history. Fire have lost only 2 of their last 6 road games, winning 2, drawing 2, and have 13 away points on the season, winning 3, losing 9, and drawing 4. Chicago's collected more than 13 points on the road just once in the previous 8 seasons, dating back to 2014, and that was 16 back in 2017. Let's go draw here because of the quick turnaround for FC Cincinnati and Chicago. So we'll take the plus 333 with Cincinnati and Chicago on your draw option. San Jose and Minnesota. San Jose is actually a home favorite at a plus 131. Their draw is a plus 292, and Minnesota United are a plus 169. Checking in on this one, San Jose. Let's see if it's a normal pregame. It is at PayPal Park. Local TV for both, local cable for both, local cable for both, simulcast in the Twin Cities, both pay and over the air. After San Jose won their first 4 meetings with Minnesota United, Loons are unbeaten in 7 straight, winning 5, drawing 2, back to the MLS's back knockout stages. Minnesota's outscored San Jose 19-7 during that 7-match run. I think that's all we need to see there. So we'll go with Minnesota United. MLS After Dark in Vancouver. Vancouver is actually favored against Austin FC. Vancouver is a plus 125. Your draw is a plus 273. Vancouver hosting Austin, and Austin is a plus 190. Normal kick, 10:08 Eastern. TV for both. Vancouver won both of their meetings against Austin in 2021, including a 2-1 home victory in December. In September, Austin won the lone meeting between the sides last season, recording a 3-0 home win April 23rd, the only clean sheet by either team in any of the 3 meetings. Whitecaps have won back-to-back matches for the first time since victories over Sporting and Real Salt Lake in May and June. Vancouver has managed 3 straight wins over a year since a 4-match run in August and September of 2021 that included 2 wins over Austin. Austin FC's lost 3 straight road matches after losing only 2 of their previous 12 on the road, winning 8 of those. Austin has allowed just 3 goals in their previous 6 away matches, winning 5 of those before conceding 8 times in the last 3. Let's go wild, crazy draw here. It's going to be all over the board. So I think it's going to take the over once again. So we'll check the total on Vancouver and Austin and see where things stand with those numbers. Over under a 3 is at a plus 109, which is where things kind of start. So 3.5 a plus 163. I think that's safe. 4 at a plus 298. Let's go 3.5, but it wouldn't surprise me if you were over under a 4 as well. So over under a 4 at a plus 300. Also on the board for MLS After Dark, got a couple of other matches that are attached to After Dark hours. We got one, LAG hosting Real Salt Lake. News out of the LA Galaxy yesterday once Chicharito hit a couple of different performance metrics, minutes and goals. He got the year renewed on his contract automatically. So Chicharito is going to be around for 2023 for the LA Galaxy. Galaxy at home a minus 143. Your draw is a plus 303. and your RSL number is a plus 355, once again in the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal. So, yes, LA is a definitive favorite here. Normal pregame at Dignity Health Sports Park, local TV for both, over the air in Salt Lake, and Joe Totino on the call for Spectrum Sportsnet. RSL's won consecutive matches against the Galaxy following a pair of home wins in September of 21 and April of 22. This is only the third time RSL has won consecutive matches against the Galaxy, including the playoffs, never doing so in 3 consecutive meetings. Galaxy have lost only one of their last 9, winning 4, drawing 4, including winning the last 2 in a row. It's been over 2 years since LA last won 3 straight league matches, last doing so in the first 4 matches following MLS's back in August and September 2020. RSL has just 1 point from their last 4 matches, losing 3, drawing 1, losing both road matches in that span by a combined 5-0 score. RSL's only win in its 8 road matches since the start of June, 2-1 victory at Seattle August 14th. They lost 5, so let's go with LAG here. And that will get you through your Saturday. Sunday, 4 matches before everything kicks back in the midweek. NYC and Orlando City. This one should be interesting. First and foremost, let's see which stadium it's going to be played at, considering the revolving chairs that is NYCFC home matches. And it is at Red Bull Arena. That's your first question. So 108 kick, normal TV, over the air in Orlando, cable in the tri-state. Orlando picked up just their second win in 12 with NYC when the sides met on August 28th, drawing 5, losing 5, including a penalty shootout win, getting the win 2-1. NYC scored 13 straight games against Orlando, equaling their longest scoring streak against any opponent. Columbus Crew from 2015 to 2019. NYC's 2-0 derby win over Red Bull September 17th, their second win in their last 11. NYC's kept a clean sheet. Each of those 2 wins is it hasn't won a match in which it conceded a goal since a 4-2 win on July 9 against the Revs. Last 5 wins were shutouts. Orlando City lost their last away match 5-1 at Philadelphia, just their 4th away defeat of the season. Only Columbus with 3 has fewer road losses in 2022. Lions have never lost fewer than 7 road games over a full season, excluding 2020, prior to this year. So let's go with NYC once again on the minus side at a minus 125. So we'll go with NYC there for the early game at 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. 3 o'clock, Portland and LAFC. This one is interesting. Portland is a home dog at a plus 175. Looking at the other numbers in that one, your draw option, plus 274. LAFC is a plus 131. Fun facts. Normal pregame, by the way. 8 minutes kicked in. ABC. Big ABC and ESPN Deportes. Timbers haven't lost any of their last 6 meetings with LAFC, winning 3, drawing 3. Longest such streak against the black and gold. I feel like Dave Denholm there in Major League Soccer. All 3 wins in that streak coming by 1-goal margins. I think that happens again in this one. Timbers enter October unbeaten in 5 straight. Never doubt Gio Savarese. We talked to Dylan Butler about that on Wednesday, winning 4 of those. Since returning from the international break in June, Portland has lost just twice, with only 1. Cincinnati with 1, losing less often, while the Timbers' 31 points in that time are tied for 4th most in MLS, behind Philly, Montreal, and LAFC. LAFC's won 7 of their first 11 road games with those 22 points, 3rd most in Major League Soccer through August 6th. Since then, LAFC just has 1 point in 5, more than Austin and San Jose, who have none in that time. So let's go with Portland again. Here come the Zombie Timbers. Let's go Zombie Timbers in that one. 5 o'clock, Sporting Kansas City, Seattle Sounders. And as we look at that one, Sporting is a plus 112, which I find interesting. You have a draw at plus 254, Seattle at a plus 227. We'll catch up with Nico Moreno. Sorry we missed each other yesterday, but we'll catch up with Nico later today for Thursdays with Nico on a Friday. And we will get his thoughts on this match as well. And you look at Sporting and Seattle. Super hyper mega pregame show, 5:25 kick. So it's a 5 o'clock start for programming at Children's Mercy Park, 5:25 kick. Seattle beat Sporting 3-0 at home on June 25th, largest win over Kansas City in Major League Soccer. Seattle hasn't recorded multiple wins against Sporting in a single season since 2011, hasn't won consecutive games against them since May 2013 through March 2014. Sporting unbeaten in the season best 6 straight, winning 4, drawing 2. including winning the last 2. Sporting has as many points in those 6, 14, as they did in their previous 15 league games, winning 4 of those dating back to late May. Seattle's won only 2 of its last 9, drawing 2 and losing 5 following the 1-1 draw with Cincinnati Tuesday. 40 points, 2 matches remaining. Sounders are guaranteed to have the fewest points over a full season in the club's MLS history, their previous low, 47, in the 30-game season back in 2009. It ain't looking good. I think Kansas City's found their offense, and Seattle on short rest. I don't know. So we'll keep an eye on Sporting. I think Sporting gets this one, and I think that Seattle's season, for all intents and purposes, is over. Last game on the board, Nashville and Houston at Geodis, 8:30 Eastern time. So we will check once again and see what the juice box is here. Normal pregame, 8:38, local TV on both. Nashville and Houston defeated the other once in Houston, while the other meeting in Nashville is a 1-1 draw in September 2020. The only team to visit Nashville more than once and never lose is Minnesota United. Nashville's unbeaten in a season-long 6 straight games, winning 4. Dynamo's 3-1 defeat at LAFC was their 19th loss in their 24 road games, winning 3 and dating 2 back to August of 2021. I don't think we need to go any further. So I think we're going to go with Nashville here at a -208. Your draw is a +338. And your number on Houston is a +536.